Good morning, everyone. Got Jeff, Mid-Atlantic Craps chicken number 1, followed up by Kevin Scott and Uncle Hoku. So let's get this started here. Okay. 632. Wow. I had that problem yesterday where the dice were rolling out on me. 2 or 4. Yeah, make sure that does not do that. 362. Try Erie grip. That was better. It's a double pitch still. 6-5 yo. Six, 3, 9. Seal pitch. Two, 5, 7. Six, 3, 2. Three, 2, 5. Three, 6, 9. Right die off axis. Implosion. Split 3, 1, 4. Explosion on the right die. Dice cross, another double pitch, 6, 5. Back to our regular grip. One, 6, 7. Five, 1. Six, 3. It turned out nice, but I don't like the way that was released. It was released really early, almost. 632. Three, 2, 5. Left one was a little bit higher than the right one. 6-1. Another 6-1. That was a better release. So ace deuce. And we'll go one more throw here. 3, 6, 3, 2. Three, 5, 8. If we can replicate that, that'd be perfect. Good morning, lazy dog. 632. Let's get today's show started. Welcome to Level Up with CMJ. Hey, my name is Joe. This is my Craps Master dice shooting journey. Let's make it yours too. Today's episode number 539 of the Level Up program and day number 33 of the $100,000 challenge. If you're new to the program, this is about my daily practice of shooting the dice at the craps table, as well as playing a blue collar craps style of play. On the YouTube side of things, the chat, it's a little slow to start here, but we got Jeff from Mid-Atlantic Craps checking in number 1, followed by Uncle Kevin Scott, Uncle Hoku, and Lazy Dog. We have 14 people watching, so make sure you say hi in that chat. Let us know that you're here. If you're playing along with Crapsee, click that live tab and I'll bring it over to the table that we're using today. We have a starting bankroll of $6,780. We have a win goal of $678. Yesterday was not such a great day. It was a losing session. We dipped below our stop loss twice, but we actually came back and did some recovery towards the end of the show. So we were $400 and 20 some odd dollars above our stop loss. So we're going to try to get that money back today and then some. Good morning, Rody. And let's get started here. Remember, this is for entertainment and educational purposes. We're going to start with no line bets right now to start off with. And we got 14 people on Crapsee, 12 people watching. Let's go dice out. Music choice today is classical, and hey, we forgot to do our weather report. Weather report is 30 degrees in Wisconsin. It feels like 20, so that means that the wind is whipping today. We did get hit with about 2 inches of snow last night. I went to work last night at 6 p.m. and it was raining out, and by midnight we had an inch and a half snow already, so it was pretty fast turnaround. But 3632 days out. I split apart when I left my fingers, but we got a 415. That is the truck and camper. So let's mark that point of 5. And I'm going to try something a little bit different with my bets today. And I'll explain it as I go forward here. But it is a little bit more work for the dealer, so I'm going to see if it works, to see if it's even feasible to do at the actual casino. And if it is, I'll just have to tip the dealer a little bit more if we do it this way. But anyhow, let's go 480 across. This is level 6 of the CMJ plan, so it's going to be 75 on a 4, 5, 9, 10, 90, and that's 6 and 8. Again, we're going to go for 3, 6, 3, 2. And let's call this all bet set. Dice out. Good morning, craps guy. David Clark. Looking for at least 2 hits here before we regress. Again, those dice split apart when he left my fingers. We'll get a 4-5 hard 9. Big Daddy Mac. So that will be hit number 1 for us. 3, 6, 3, 2. And we got 4, 5 results. Single pitch of the dice. Now, normally here I would go 96 across pressure. We're going to try to do 110 inside pressure this time. So we're going to make that 5 and 9 look like 100. The 6 and 8 look like 120. We'll leave the 4 and 10 by itself. 3, 6, 3, 2 is our dice set. And if everything works out the way I plan, we should be bringing back about $371 by the time we get done with all our regressions and that. So hopefully it'll work out. We'll give it a shot. We'll call this all bet set. 21 people playing along on Crapsee. Guys out. Again, this dice split apart. Darn it, I'm pushing with my thumb a little bit. But anyway, we got a 2, 4, 6 at Kevin the Carpenter 2x4. And that'll be our hit number 2 that we're looking for. 3, 6, 3, 2. And we got a 2, 4, 6. That's going to be a double pitch on that right side and an implosion on the left side. Good morning, Nemo. So now that was hit number 2. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull our bets down. And we're going to go, it's $245 brought back to the rack right now. So we're going to go 220 inside. That's going to be 50 on the 5 and 9, 60 on that 6 and 8. And then we're going to put $15 on the 4. Whoops. $15 on that 4. We'll put $15 on the 10. So it's $245 brought back to rack. We got $250 at a table. We'll do this for 1 hit here, and we're going to make this kind of like a Dallas drawdown. So we do our 2 hits to regress, and then we're going to Dallas drawdown into our 96 across, and that should hopefully bring back another $30 to $40 per shooter if we can get that far. And that's how we're going to try it out. And if it works well, again, like I said, I'll do this at the casino, but we're just going to have to tip the dealers a little bit more because it is a little bit more work. We'll call that all bet set. And dice out. And that's going to be a 5-2 brute. So that's going to be a $5 loss for us. And that is a 7-ouch. So this time it did not work for us. But in theory, if I can complete my full regressions, 2 to 2.5 times, that should get me the goal. So it should get me the goal a little bit faster. So, we'll see if it works. If not, then we'll go back to our old way of doing it. So again, 3632, that was a short roll, 4 rolls. We only lost $5 on that. So not bad considering we had 480 out there to start off with. Again, play for the short roll, hope for the long roll. That is my motto here. Blue collar craps to its core. Let's call this all bet set. We got 22 people playing along here, 19 people watching, and dice out. Again, 3632. Here we go. A little short in that landing zone. We have a 1-6 on the come out. Pass line winner, come out natural. And that'll be a DP loser. So I don't like the frequency of these 6s that are showing this morning, both now and with my warm-up. But if we can get them all the way now, we should be able to do better as we go, hopefully. So let's switch over to the 3-2-3-6. That was 2 in a row. That was 1 dice off X with a single pitch. But we'll call this again. All bets set. And dice out. 3-2-3-6. We're cousin 1 set. That was a roll off and a half. Aces, magic aces, 1-1-2. Pass line loser this time and a DP winner. Still looking for a point shooter number 2. Yeah, we need to get comfortable with this throw today. Something. So we need to get in that groove. Yesterday it took a little while to get in the groove, but our last 3 of our last 4 shooters were actually pretty decent yesterday. Prior to that, I can't really say too much. But we'll call this all bets set again. And dice out. 3-2-3-6. Excuse me, I had to sneeze. Okay, let's get this again. 3-2-3-6, dice out. And we got 3-6-9. That is the triple D. Dice stuck Dan. So it's marked at point of 6. 3-2-3-6 and a 3-6-9 result. So that's a single pitch on the right side. Primary on top on the left side. Again, we are going to go with 480 across. 75 and a 4, 5, 9, and 10. We got 90 in that 6 and 8. 3-2-3-6. And let's call this all bet set. It's out. This time we got a 6-3-9. That is the soft 9, the Frank. So that's gonna be a winner 9, a Buckeye buckshot. So point made, point turned off. 3-2-3-6. That will be a left side die off access, and that's gonna be an explosion of that left die. 6-3-9. And again, we're going to go 110 inside pressure, and we'll keep those bets all turned off. Again, 3-2-3-6. And we'll call it all bet set. Dice out. Looking for a point. Let's just split apart a little bit. We have a 5-6 Yo Chef. Again, come out winner, pass line winner, DP loser. 3-2, 3-6, and a 5-6. That should be a double pitch of the dice, which is what we don't want to see. Keeping it at a 3-2, 3-6. And all bets set. Make sure you get your bets in a little bit faster here, everyone. And dice out. And we have a 2-2 par for the hard fuzzy 4-2-2. Let's go on a cruise. Ryan from Holy Roller. 2-3-6. 2-2 hard 4. Marking point of 4. So our bets will turn back on. Again, 3-2, 3-6. And we're going to roll the dice away from us. So we're going to go 2-4-6-4. 2-4-6-4. And we'll call this all bets out. Dice out. And we have a 5-5 hard 10, the Old Bay Bushel. So that'll be hit number 2 that we're looking for using a 2-4-6-4 dice set. And a 5-5 hard 10 result. Okay, so we're going to pull our bets down again, and this time it's 251 brought back to the rack. We're going to go 220 inside, and we'll pick up $15 on the 4, $15 on that 10. Those are place bets at the current moment. 3-2, 3-6. And let's call that all bets set. And face out. And this time we got a 6-2-8. The dice did cross on us. That is the Duracell 8. Go out, support free live content. Give that thumbs up where deserved. And please, please, please subscribe if you haven't done so already. 3-2-3-6 is the dice set. 6-2-8 is the result. I was not really happy with that dice action off the back wall, but it is what it is. All we need is midnight for that tall. So now we're going to pull our bets down, the inside bets down again. And we're going to make the inside look like 110 now. We're going to still keep the 4 and 10 at 15. So that's 321 brought back to the rack. Now 140 in on the table. And then we have one more regression, and that'll get us to that 96 across bet level where we can start trend betting upwards. So again, like I said, if we do this right, that should bring back over $300 to the rack. Or I should say about $300 some dollars in $254 in profit after we put the money back out. Jeff is back from walking Bailey, so welcome back, Jeff. All that set and this out. Now we got a 415, the truck and trailer. So now we were able to get all the way through our regressions. And like I said, if we can make this work on a consistent basis, this is something I will consider doing in the casino. But it is a little bit more work for the dealers, so we got to make sure we tip them appropriately so they don't Bitch, yes. Good morning. Let's talk bets. So we're gonna pull all of our bets down. Over 96 across. And so that's 356 brought back to the rack, 96 on the table. So that's 250 some dollars basically in profit. 3236 is our dice set. We had a 4 the last time, so we can keep a 3 or 4 showing. That would be awesome. And we'll call it all bet set. Dice out. Ooh, I went into the hook on that one. Got lucky though. Magic aces. There'll be a repeater win on this shooter. Terrible throw. Well, we got a repeater result. One die off axis. That would be the right side. Oops, I'm sorry, the left side. That's no help for us. So we need to get consistent on our landing zone today. Landing zone release. Let's go, Joe. Okay, and we'll call this all bet set. Dice out. And that's gonna be a 2-1-3, the ace deuce Alfredo sauce. Wow, that just leaves us to 6 for the small. 3-2-3-6, 2-1-3 result. Again, no help for us. So that again leaves us with, I'm not really getting the numbers that I'm hoping for here. I'll try 2-4-6-4 one more time, which is a quarter pitch away on both dice. And we'll call it all bet set. Dice out. Dice stay cross on us. We have another 6-2-8, the Duracell 8. So now we can start trend betting upwards here. 3-2-3-6, and we got a 6-2-8 result. And that was not a 3-2-3-6. That was a 2-4-6-4. I don't know what I'm thinking here. There we go. I entered as a 2-6. Darn it. Well, let's get in Crapsee quick so you guys can get your bets in, and I'll change KPI then. I don't know what the hell I'm doing this morning. There we go. I know that's semantics, but it is essential for my statistics. But anyhow, we got an 8. So let's make that 8 look like $30. 377 brought back to the rack. We have 108 on the table. And I don't know if you guys like that. It's a new addition that I have today. I have my bankroll up on the bottom part of the screen there, so that way you guys can see how my bankroll is going about. Remember, we started off this 100,000 challenge at a $5,000 bankroll. So let's call this all bet set. And dice out. And we have another 8, a 3-5-8 this time, the Grape Ape. And all this fancy screen switching that I do is all compliments of Jeff from Mid-Atlantic Craps. He gave me a gift a few months back called a Stream Deck. And a Stream Deck is what allows me to do all this flipping back and forth to the different screens and show the different scenes on there and everything. So it's really, really cool. And I really appreciated that, Jeff. It has helped a lot for the production quality of the show. Let's make that 8 look like $48. So that's the increase of the units there. Again, 3236. And we'll call it all bets set. You are welcome, Jeff. Very much appreciated, my friend. And dice out. And we have a 6-2. I'm sorry, a 4-2. I wish it was another 6-2. 4-2. Kevin the Carpenter 2x4. And I also received another contribution about a week or so ago from Kevin Scott. He contributed a large amount of money to be used towards the delivery of the table to California. As soon as I can get John going here to deliver that table to Jen. So that is very much appreciated. Also, Kevin Scott. More than it was expected. Hey, that was the small, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, Dusted One. That was the small, so we finally knocked out one side of that ATS. All we need is midnight now for the tall. And let's go to $30 on that 6. If I took everything down, I'd be at 7208, which is $250 away from goal. So let's call this all bet set and dice out. So half the screen lit up green. Let's see if we can knock it all out right here. Here we go. And we did not. We got a double pitch of the dice with a 3, 4, 7. Ouch. Isn't that always the truth? As soon as you get a good roll, that 7 is soon to follow. So we got a 3, 4, 7, 7. Ouch. So puck turns off. All of our bets will come down. And that'll put us at 7,070. So that puts us up $300 so far for the day. So the way I have that set up now, we're getting almost half of our goal in one shooter. If I can complete the that whole process. Good morning, Steph. Thanks, Mama, checking in. So let's move on. We got shooter number 3 coming in. And that was a nice roll. It's a 15 roller. We had 102 quality points there. Raw quality. Lazy Dog hit goal. That's awesome. Nemo hit goal. That's awesome. And I'm sure he's off to work. Hopefully we'll be listening along the way. And again, we'll go 3, 2, 3, 6. And let's call this all bet set. Dice out. And we have a 1-5 KitchenAid mixer. So it's marked at point of 6. So 6 has rolled 2 out of 3 rolls here. That's our first KitchenAid mixer for the day. So marking that point of 6. Once again, we're going to go 480 across. 75 and a 4, 5, 9, and 10. We got 90 and that's 6 and 8. 3, 2, 3, 6. Cousin 1 set is the set we're using right now. Good morning, Mad Hatter. Sleepless in Vegas, he said. So he should be there. John should be there. I think Joel will be there in the next day or so. John, I think I said John already. Dice Dr. Dan is probably meeting up with you guys. Hopefully you're doing well. And we'll call this all bet set. Dice out 3, 2, 3, 6. I wish I was there. And we have a 1, 3, 4. That is the Big Joe from Craps Master Journey. So that is a nice hit for us. 3, 2, 3, 6. 1, 3, 4. Result primary on top on that right die. And it's going to be an implosion on the left die. Again, that's going to allow us to go 110 inside for free. Pressure. So it'll bring up to 100 on the 5 and 9, 120 and that's 6 and 8. Still keeping the 4, 10 at 75. 3, 2, 3, 6. So Uncle Hoku's gonna be in Vegas tomorrow as well. That's awesome. Good luck to everybody there, and I'll bet set. Okay, so 2, 3, 2, 3, 6. Ah, 2, 5, Bruce. Dang it. So that's going to put us down now. We were up $300 some, so we're going to be down $100 or so under our starting bankroll. I was hoping to get out of the shooter here with that roll because we only needed that hit there to get to that break-even point on the shooter. So that is a loss there. That brings us down to 66.26 on our bankroll, so that puts us down $160 for the day so far. So let's go back now to a 3632 cousin 2 set now. And that was a short roll. So we had a short 1 and 3 shooter. Number 2 was a little bit longer. So let's be shooter number 4. Let's make this an even longer one than number 2. Call that all bet set. They saw 2. 3, 6, 3, 2. And another Bruce, 2, 5 Bruce. Pass line winner come on natural. We're going to switch it over to the all winner set. And I'm going to go $25 pass line, 10 small, 10 tall, $5 craps check. 5, 4, 2, 3 will be our new dice set. Just 1 second there. There we go. Okay, that should be all set now. Okay, let's call this all bet set. And dice out 5, 4, 2, 3. Here we go. We had a 5, 3. That would be the grape ape off of a terrible throw. 5, 3, 8, marking the point of 8. Single pitch of the dice. Okay, we're gonna try this one more time. 480 across. And $50 pass line odds. 5, 4, 2, 3. And let's call this all bet set. They saw it. Jeff, do you have a show going on tonight? I'm not sure can't remember if you have another G and Jeff show tonight. Here we go. And we have a 2, 4, 6, another Kevin the Carpenter 2x4. 5, 4, 2, 3, and a 2, 4, 6 result. Okay, so this one was $100 brought back on that hit. $105, I'm sorry, $105 brought back on that hit. So we're gonna add in $5. We'll go 110 inside pressure. Throw an extra quarter on that pass line odds. Again, 5, 4, 2, 3. And we'll call this all bet set. 30 people playing along here on Crapsee. Tuesday night. Okay, thank you, Jeff. Let's call this all bet set. It's out. And we got a 2, 1, 3, the ace deuce, Alfredo sauce. No help for me. 4, 2, 3, and a 2, 1 result. And that's going to be 1 dice off axis on the right side. Double pitch on the left side. 5, 4, 2, 3. And let's call this all bet set. It's out. Okay, we'll throw again, but we have a 5-5 par 10, the old bay bushel. That'll be hit number 2 that we're looking for. And now we can regress our bets. 5, 4, 2, 3 dice set. 5-5 hard 10 result. So now we are back in profit for the day. Assuming we get a decent next roll here. Let's bring our bets down. We're going to go 220 inside. And that'll give us $25 pass on odds. We'll go 15 on the 10, 15 on that 4. So that's 246 brought back to the rack. We got 260 on the table right now because of the ATS bet. 5, 4, 2, 3. Good morning, Larry and Dice Dr. Dan. Good morning, good morning. Let's call this all bet set. This out. 5, 4, 2, 3. And we have a 3-3 hard 6 to double degen. So that will be nice for us. Extra $70 brought back to the rack. 5, 4, 2, 3, and a 3-3 hard 6 result. So now we're going to bring these inside bets down. We'll go to 110 inside bet level. We'll take those odds down as well. And keep the 15 on the 4 and 10. So it's 316 brought back. We have 155 on the table now. So this hit, and then our last one will be our last regression. And that'll get us to the point where we start trend betting again. So again, if we can get this to work, I actually like it. But again, like I said, it is a little bit of work for that dealer to be going through it this way. But we're back in profit no matter what, by at least $7. That's out. It's a good way to recover the bets as well. And we have a 3-5 grape ape, and that's gonna be a winner 8. So that is perfect. 5-4, 2-3, and a 3-5-8, and that puck will turn off. And with that, we're going to bring our bets down. We'll go 96 across the bet level. We'll go $15 on that pass line. I'm going to turn the bets off, and whatever is the point, we'll take that bet down. So we have 341 brought back to rack, 131 on the table currently. 5-4, 2-3. And we'll call that all bets set. Face out. And this is going to be a parlay of the day with SJ. 5-5 hard 10, the Old Bay bushel. So if you parlayed that hard 10, you'll get paid out handsomely there. Marking the point of 10. Parlay of the day brought to us by SJ. So we are going to take that $15 off that 10. So now we have 116 on the table. 5, 4, 2, 3. And we will call that all bets set. Face out. 2 people playing along, 33 people playing along, 32 people watching, 12 thumbs up. And here we go. And we have a 5-3-8, another grape ape. That is perfect for us. 8s are a hot number, hot commodity this morning. 4-2-3 and a 5-3-8 result. Let's make that 8 look like $30. Increase of 2 units. 362 brought back, 128 on the table. 5-4, 2-3. We know how to spell assume. I'm not sure what that's about. The Packers theme song. I can't hear the music, guys. I really can't. When you have it playing on your side, so I'm not sure what song's playing, but all bets set. Face out. And 5-2 Bruce. Okay. And we got back into profit again, so I guess that's what matters here. 5-4, 2-3. And that's going to be a 5-2 result. Primary on top, both dice. We're going to stick with that all-winner set here. At a 4, 15, a 3, and a 10. Bankroll right now is at $68.60. So that puts us up like $80 for the day. So let's make another profitable run here. Fairies dancing in the forest. You guys, I gotta turn on the music here and see what the hell you guys are talking about. I don't even know. I'm not gonna worry about it. I'll come back and let's rewatch it here and see what you guys are laughing at. Anyhow, okay. Let's call this all bets set. We got shooter number 5 for the day. Hokey pokey. You're funny. That's the one. Hilarious. Okay, days outside. 5, 4, 2, 3. And another Old Bay bushel. Wow, that is a hot number with this set. 5-5 hard 10, marking a point of 10. If Craig was here, he'd be throwing in 2 crabs in the chat. Okay, again, 480 across. And again, 5-4, 2-3. All bets out. And dice out. People. And we have 314, Big Joe, Craps Master Journey. 5-4, 2-3, and a 3-1-4 result. 1 dice off axis, safe for this dice set. We're gonna go 110 inside pressure. Four, 2-3. And let's call this all bet set. Dice out. And we got a 6-5 mid-mo yo. Hero coming to us from above. Another 1 dice off axis. No help for us. Damn. We did have some quality time spent together playing with a bunch of asses. Inside joke, right? Slap it in the ass. If you put in chat what I meant by that, Dan, that's fine. I don't want anybody to get the wrong idea here. 5-4, 2-3. They thought. And we got the OMC craps, all the dots, all the spots, midnight. No help for me either. 5-4, 2-3, 6-6, 12. Makes an ass out of you and me, assume. There we go. 5-4, 2-3. 8 to 9 for the tall. That's what we need. And we'll call this all bet set. 31 people still playing along, 20 people still watching, 12 thumbs up, and dice out. Another 6-5 mid-mo yo. Okay. I am contemplating here. 5-4, 2-3. 6-5 yo result. No help for me again. 5-4, 2-3. And all bets out is out. And we got a 5-4 hard 9, Big Daddy Mac. So that is perfect for us. 5-4, 2-3, and a 5-4 hard 9 results. Single pitch on the left side, right side. All we need is that 8 now for the tall. And that was our second hit that we needed. So we're going to bring our bets down. We'll go 220 inside. Go 15 on the 4, 15 on the 10. 5-4, 2-3. And we'll call this all bet sets. Face out. And we got a 4-6-10. That is Waylon's best friend on that end. Daddy Joe. And that's another 1 dice off access. That's a $15 winner on that 10. And that was a winner 10, so the puck does come off. Let's do this one. So let's bring our bets down. We'll go 110 inside. 15 on the 4, 15 on the 10 yet. Bets are off while we look for a new point. 5-4, 2-3. Yep. 313 on the 313 on the table. I'm sorry, 313 brought back to the rack. 140 on the table. That's out. Looking for a point. And we have a 3-3 hard 6 to double degen. So let's mark that point as 6. 5-4, 2-3, and a 3-3 hard 6 results. So all of our bets will turn back on. This is our last regression step before we get to our 96 cross level. 5-4, 2-3. They do not play classical music in the Wisconsin casinos, although I wouldn't mind it. I really wouldn't. I'll bet set. Face out. And we got a 1-5-6. That is going to be a Buckeye Buckshot KitchenAid mixer. So, whoops, that was a 1. Get over there. There you go. So the puck will turn off. And again, we'll be looking for a new point. And we're going to take our bets down. We'll go 96 across and turn those bets off. So now, if I took everything down, we'll be at 72.08. And that's $450 away from goal. 5-4, 2-3, looking for a new point. Let's call this all bet set. Face out. Dice split apart when I left my fingers, but it's all right. We got a 1-3-4. Big Joe, Craps Master Journey. So we're marking the point of 4. That's the sister of that 10. So we are sticking with the sisters today. Puck's on 4. Five, 4, 2, 3. All of our bets turn back on. And all bets set. They solved. And we have a 2, 3, 5, the Justice Gen 5. Oops. There we go. Five, 4, 2, 3, and a 2, 3, 5 result. So I'm gonna press aggressively here a little bit more. We're gonna go 25 on a 5. We'll go 25 on that 9. So we'll just bring $1 back to the rack there and put the rest back out on the table. See if we can get a jump start on those bets. So the bankroll that we started on this series, Dan, was $5,000. So that's where we started off at. And we had to restart a couple times. This is our third attempt at the 100K. Also, bets set. It's out. And we have a 2, 1, 3, ace deuce, Alfredo sauce. So now we're down to the aces for the small. 4, 2, 3, and a 2, 1, 3 result. If you made goal yet, make sure you put in the chat that you made goal. 5, 4, 2, 3. And that was no help for us, so we'll call that all bet set. It's out. And that's going to be a 617. So that'll be the end of this roll. That is a 7 ouch. And we're going to go one more shooter. John is not doing a show today, so that'll give us a couple extra minutes here. 617 ouch. So we had another nice roll here. 13 roller. And that puts us at 7113. So we're about 100. I'm sorry, $345 away from goal. So about that halfway point again. 5, 4, 2, 3. And again, we're going to go $25 pass line. We'll go 10 small, 10 tall, $5 any craps. All bets set. Ace out. Wow. OMC, perhaps all the dots, all the spots, midnight. So it's marked at point at 12. Not marked at point at 12. We got a 12. What am I thinking? But that's to be a craps check hit, and I'm like fumbling here. Wrong number put in there. There we go. It's a 12. So that's gonna be a pass line loser, DP push. We're looking for a new point again, but we did mark one of the points on the ATS. So again, we're gonna go $25 pass line bet. We're gonna take that any craps down. Let's put a world bet up of $10. And again, we're going to 5, 4, 2, 3. So Nemo won the match against Craig last night, if that's what he's referring to. 6,000 something to like 1,700 or something like that. So 5, 4, 2, 3 dice out. And that was on the Dice Degen channel. And we got a 4, 6, 10. That is Waylon's best friend on that end. Daddy Joe. So marking the point of 10 once again. And we're going to go with the 480 across bet level. 50 in pass line odds. You did say fun, but you did win. 5, 4, 2, 3. You also won, I think, the day prior on Big AZ's channel as well, I believe. I've seen that before, Dan, as well. With a person that has on a pass line, a horn, and a field number. But let's call this all bet set. It's out. 5, 4, 2, 3. And we got a 5, 4 hard 9, Big Daddy Mac. The right die did not get all the way down there. So you're gonna say shooter hit the back wall next time. I'll say I'm trying. And it's gonna be 110 inside pressure. So we're dropping an extra $5 on the table to get to that. 5, 4, 2, 3. And all bets set. Dice out. And we got a 4, 2, 6, a Kevin the Carpenter 2x4. So that'll work out nice. That'll be hit number 2, so we can regress to our next step. A 4, 2, 3 and a 4, 2, 6 result. Bring our bets down. We'll go 220 inside. And we'll go 15 on that 4. The 10 is covered by the pass line. 5, 4, 2, 3. That's 245 brought back to rack. 280 on the table. And all bets out. Dice out. And we have a 2, 3, 5, the Justice Gen 5. That'll get us to our next regression point. 5, 4, 2, 3, and a 2, 3, 5 result. Single pitch of the dice. So bring our bets down. We're going to go 110 inside now, and 15 on that 4, 15 on the. Oh, we had the 10 covered on the pass line again. So that's 315 brought back, 170 on the table. 5, 4, 2, 3. And if we pull everything down, we'll be at 74.28. Which is going to be almost goal here. So all bets set and dice out. And we got a 5-4 hard 9. Big Daddy Mac. That is perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. 5-4, 2-3, and a 5-4 hard 9 result. And I think that brings us to goal for the day if I took everything down. Let's check it out. So our goal was to get to 74.58. And if I took everything down, we'd be at 74.63. So I'm going to keep on going because I took everything down. I still couldn't get down to goal because of the pass line and the ATS bet there. So let's bring our bets down. We're going to go to the 96 cross bet level. We got 15 on the 4, 5, and 9. We got 18 on that 6, 8. We're going to start trend betting from here. Again, 5-4, 2-3. And all bets out. Dice out. And we got a 1-5-6, the KitchenAid mixer. 4, 2, 3, 1, 5, 6 results. Let's make that 6 look like $30. Increase it 2 units. 5, 4, 2, 3. And all bets set. Dice out. And we got a 1-3-4, Big Joe, Craps Master Journey. So 4s and 10s are kind of going well today as well. 4, 2, 3, and a 1, 3, 4 result. So let's do a 4-10 Daddy Dave flip on this. At least set it up for that. So let's make that 4 look like a buy bet. We'll make it look like $40. If we hit it again, we'll regress back down to 15, and we'll go 96 cross pressure for free. 5, 4, 2, 3. Awesome. Kevin made gold back where he was 3 days ago. Yesterday was a tough day. 2 days ago, we had a good session. I don't know. Could have made money that day, I think. So let's go about set. Dice out. Go. Ooh, dice put a card on me again. 617. Shoot. That is an ouch. Right, 4, 2, 3, 617. Put in the chat if you guys want another shooter. We got time. Otherwise, that will be. I did say I was going to be the last shooter, but I can do another one if we need another one here. We'll put in the chat if you guys want that. And that was shooter number 6. One more, says Dan. Are you even playing along, Dan? Kevin says yes. So we are at 73.48 for the day. So we're exactly $110 shy of goal. William says one more. Dan goes, nope. That's awesome. You just like hearing me hear me talk. Jen says one more. Welcome, Jen. Okay, we'll go one more. 5, 4, 2, 3. And let's call this all bet set. Last shooter, no matter what. Then I have to get to bed. It was a long night at work. Tonight's my last night at work for the week. There's a lot. And we got a 5-4 hard 9, Big Daddy Mac. So let's mark that point of 9. 4, 2, 3. 5, 4, 9 result. Single pitch of the dice on the right side. Still got 29 people watching. That's awesome. 480 across. Hopefully we don't have a downfall in this one. 5, 4, 2, 3 is the dice set. Free bird. One more. And all bets set. Dice out. And we got magic aces, 1, 1, 2. I should have did the ATS. I was thinking about doing it. Have a chance at hitting the small here. 5, 4, 2, 3. 1, 1, 2. No help for me. Five, 4, 2, 3. All winner set. And we'll call that all bet set. Dice out. Six, 5 mid-mo yo. Cheeto coming to us from above. Five, 4, 2, 3, and 6, 5 yo. One dice off axis, safe result for the set. Get those bets in. 28 people still playing along. I do have a theme song there, Dan. And dice out. Wow, 2, 1, 3. This is not looking promising for me here. Okay, I'll take it. 2, 1, 3, ace deuce, Alfredo sauce. I'm gonna do this once. No, I'm gonna keep my bets the same. If I start manipulating them, that's when I hit the numbers I take the numbers off of. So never mind. Let's stick with that. 5, 4, 2, 3. All bets set. Dice out. And we got a 2, 6, 8. The Duracell 8. Hit number 1 for us. 5, 4, 2, 3, and we got a 2, 6, 8 result. That's rule number 5 for us, and that's $105 worth back to rack. I'm going to do this once. I took everything down, we'll be at 74.53, which is pretty much goal. I'm going to keep on 110 inside pressure. I'm going to keep on doing my plan that I have set. 5, 4, 2, 3. And let's go all bet set. Dice out. 639. That would be the easy 9, the Franks. And that's going to be a winner 9, so puck will turn off. 5, 4, 2, 3, 6, 3, 9 result. And that is a nice hit for us. So let's bring our bets down. 220 inside. 15 on the 4, 15 on the 10. Turn those bets off. And if we lose everything, we'll be at 73.43. If I took everything down, we'll be at 75.95. Let's do this once. I'm going to actually do this different. I want to be at goal. So 75.93 is where we're at right now. Which is $130 some dollars. So let's go 96 across right away. Now we will be at goal no matter what. So we made goal for the day. That's awesome. So that'll bring us down to 74.97. So we made goal. Awesome. 100 across is Dan. Yep. So we got to turn those bets off while we look for a new point. And let's call this all bet set. Peace out. Like I said, it was a long night at work, so my math skills are very hesitant this morning. 5, 4, 2, 3, days out. And we have a 2-2 hard for the hard fuzzy 4-2-2 is going to Cruise. Ryan from Holy Roller. Marking the point of 4. 5, 4, 2, 3, and a 2-2 hard 4. So we've had just an overabundance of 4s and 10s for our points today. Interesting. We need the 10 and 12 for the tall. We need the 5 and 6 for the small. All of our bets will turn back on. We're at 96 across now. We made goal, so this is all fun money. 5, 4, 2, 3. And dice out. And we got a 6-5 mid-mo-yo. Again, Shiro coming to us from above. And this might be a repeater win on this, so let's check this out. 5, 4, 2, 3. 6-5 yo result. And it is not a repeater win. I thought that was. One more will be a repeater win. 5, 4, 2, 3. And we'll call this all bet set. Dice out. A little bit long on the landing zone there, and it's going to be the end of the roll with a 1, 6, 7. And that is going to be an ouch. Okay, we had some decent rolls today. The all 7 set, the all winner set treated us good. Let's look at our statistics, see where we ended up for the day. We had SOR of 9.0, SR of 7.0, two come up 7s today. We ended up with a 15, a 10, a 13, a 9, and a 9. So we only 2 bad shooters. That was shooter number 1 and number 3. The rest of them actually turned out all right. Not the best quality, except for shooter number 2 had a pretty high quality score. Look at the 5s. 5s were like really low today, but there was no real number that stood out. Maybe the 9, maybe the 11 stood out a little bit, maybe the 4, but Nothing really super great, but box numbers and inside numbers were low today. 4s and 10s are better expected. Count 7s are low. Horns are high, and fields are high today, as well as the hardways. Looking at our 100,000 challenge dice roll results. This is through the end of yesterday. We had 1,647 throws in at a 9.27 SOR, a 6.64 SRR, and a 6.34 BSR. So I do thank everybody for joining in today. I will be back tomorrow. Tomorrow will be Friday, the end of the week here, and we will hopefully have another roll and hopefully hit goal again so we can get up to the level 7 on the CMJ plan. But we did well today. We made goal. We had a goal of getting to 74.58. And we end up at 74.97, so we're about $40 over goal for what we're planning. But anyhow, we got Chuck Blade checking in. Great sessions today, says you are very welcome. But anyhow, guys, thanks for joining today. I will be back tomorrow. My name is Joe. This is my Craps Master Dice Shooting Journey. Let's make it yours too. Everybody have a great day. Be safe and be prosperous.